Hey everybody, what is happening? Ish here. Today we're going to get into some lure unboxing. Stocked up on a few items after went out to Saguaro Lake out here a couple times. Got a feel for what I should be using out there, at least at this time of the year. Would have been nice to get it a little bit while earlier, but better late than never still. Some of these baits will transition over into the warmer weather stuff anyway. Start off with something you guys have already seen here, but we got the Megabass Dark Sleeper 1 ounce. This is what I caught the PB on here. Show some footage of that and some other catches, but this is the exact one. The Mutsugoru is the color on that. I got a few of this one just because, again, that's the one I caught it on. I got a Wakasagi right there. Clear chartreuse and a clear pink. So, it should be set, like I say, when the beds come up, bed fish and stuff like that. I think these will be fun to kind of try and test our luck around that. There'll be fish, pulling up anyway. So it should be nice. Should be nice to have. I'll share some with the guys out there when we head out to Roosevelt on the boat, and hopefully we get some good footage next month when that comes up. Just random. We had to get a 6XD. It was on sale for $5. Not a hot color. That's probably why it was on sale. But they're out of the box, nice. Got a. Oh, here we go. Sorry, had to load up on one more jerkbait. Try to get full of those. Since I got a new rod that really is well in these. Let me get this one out of the package. I noticed there's probably glare on it, but the Jackal range here. I got the 110 size. Probably going to change the hooks out here. That's another thing I did get was these Austin, what's his name here? These Gamakatsu Finesse, shorts. There's the, I got a size 5 and a size 6. These are short shank trebles, the Finesse ones. I'll use those on that, and then I got a Megabass 110 +1 Vision 110, and I'm going to change that out. These have a little magnetic system, so I'm not going to hear it right here. I'm sure there's a method to get it to come out, but when you cast, the weight transfers then and goes up. But I wanted to get one of these, and I'll probably eventually pick up a 130 if these work well. But there's a window where these would be nice. Mainly I'm going to fish a lot of top water, but there's definitely a season for this coming up here where I should get a lot of action on it. So, like I said, with new rod, I want to at least be set there on that. Now we're going to go in, and I got on sale here Megabass, this S-Crank 1.5. It's going to be a square bill, silent one. There's no rattle inside this. I got him out. I think it's supposed to go around 5 feet. Again here, hooks we'll see. They're already getting locked up here, so they come kind of. You can see how easily they can get twisted together on the stock hooks. So might just with that alone, I might want to change it up, but. There we go. I didn't want to hook myself for the video. Don't need views that bad, but see there, nice. Like a pearl shad here. You see there is a little weight up in there in the front. That's what helping that run, but nice. I said they're normally like 20. I got this one for 13, so it's one of those where I normally would not buy something like that, but because it's on sale, I want to try it. I like a lot of Megabass products. Here we have, bringing this up just because I threw this for a little bit to test it out. This Moloch Supernato Beetle, showed it last time. I like the way it casts, all that. It fills up a little bit, like a lot of common frogs will. So every third or fourth cast, I was squeezing it out. But the hooks definitely, before I moved them here, they will pinch in. They still pinch in, and without any hitting anything, they'll get lodged into there, and you're just asking to poke holes in it. So I did pull these up. I didn't want to get too crazy pulling them off. I wanted just enough here to where right now I can feel them. I can get hooked. So any pressure going down, I'm going to have a chance to get a good hook set on it. You're going to get stuck a little bit more. It's a little bit likely. But I throw these more. I got to work around trees and branches a little bit. Bush. But for the most part, I'll even throw it open water just for the fun of catching them that way. But there's some grass, some reeds and stuff out at Saguaro, so it should be fine for that. And let's see. So when we're out there, I was out there digging around. in that 10 to 15 foot range. I noticed there was a bite there, so I wanted to get some square bills that would go in that range basically. So, all right, we got picked up some bombers. I haven't used their product, but these ones got a good enough review on that. These are the fat-free Shad square lips. These are all the 3/4 ounce. They go to 10 to 14 feet. Let's see. So, got a few of these different ones, but we'll bust one of these out for you to see. So, more than likely, of course, I'm going to change the hooks out on these. I'd say that's definitely definitely going to happen. But a nice square bill that's going to dive, not too bad of a price. They're like somewhere in that $7 range. I mean, again, I'm going to lose a bit of these throughout the season. But I got that. I got a one knocker right there. So good rattle there. We'll see how they run out of the package. I mean, a lot of them can look good, but it really matters the action that you're going to get. But like I say, good reviews on there. We got a handful of colors. We got 4 different ones, but not a ton of variety in what they offer. But these look like they'll all get the job done now. So very nice. Getting to one that's just some 6th Sense products now. Again, when I was out fishing this last time, I had with a new one that was out there, and the hooks on those ones were nice. The new Cloud series normally all come with good hooks. There's a couple in there that I'll show you that I'll change out in that line, but for the most part, they run great and good hooks. Pick this one up. This is 5 to 9 foot. Curve 55. I'll get this one out of the package. This is one of those ones that is probably more for me. We'll see how it, how it gets bit. Hopefully, I can use this one again on my on the jerk top water rod. We'll throw this one probably pretty well. But great color scheme. It's one of those that looks really nice. Not very big here, but for that range, that's about what you're looking at most of the time. We'll see how it works. I have not used this particular size here. Didn't have luck with some of their other series ones and the as far as the shallower runners, but we'll see. A lot of that could be equipment also. We're getting to now the bigger ones. They had a sale out there, so I picked up a lot of these, the deep divers here. So we got a whole box full of these Cloud 9s. And get one of them out just to show you the color there, so you can get a better look at it. I know through the box can put glare, so it's not as nice to show. But and that's a good. I mean, that color scheme will work. It'll work where I fish. It's got the short shank, triple grip here, wide gaps. They're nice. I mean, you could upgrade these, but if you are the type who never gets around to it, these are the ones you want to buy. I mean, for deep divers, very nice. One knock. They definitely produce. Now, this is the one that I had, not the exact color, but this is the one when I just went out, and I didn't get footage of it, but on the end of the day after I caught that big one, I got hooked into another monster, dragging it along here with the deep diver, about 30 feet, 25, 30 feet. And hooked into it, got it all the way up to the kayak, and it did a head shake. It shook me off, and I was like, there's a little pause in there, reeling it in, going for the net, and it just, these weigh so much. So for me, you've really got to have better hooks. As you see, just these are stock here from one to the other, but definitely what I would recommend buying here. So you either change out what you get, if you buy other brands, or just make sure you get one that have good hooks to begin with. That one right there is money. Just a white. We'll get her out. There we go. The Shad shell. This one's a little bit more white than the last one. Last one almost seemed a little more faded, but again, very nice. Run this one in when I get to the special place. Otherwise, wherever that is, wherever I really feel I need that, man. But otherwise, we're gonna burn through the, you know, the 50% off ones, and we'll see how it goes. All right, one out of the another Cloud 9 series that I wanted to check out that's just different than the deep divers. I got a Magnum square bill. Now this one out here, I'm gonna change the hooks on because it doesn't come with the EWGs, but it's the size. I mean, if we're, I mean, look at this. This is the deep diving 25er, and there's the Magnum. You know, so. Again, a one knockout there. This Magnum is just beefier. It's a little bit bigger. I don't know if you can tell or not the way we're holding them, but it's definitely a little bit bigger. But again, I'm gonna take one of these out of the box and switch the hooks and put it on this because I got, I don't know, 10 of the other model, so we got enough of there. But this guy running square bill, gonna go dive to about 10 feet, something like that. Heavy, it's probably like an ounce and a half. I'm gonna have to look that one up, but I just wanted to check it out. I think some places I wouldn't even bother, but I think at Saguaro, this is something I think you could throw right now in that 10-foot, 11-foot range. You know, and I think there's a chance you can catch a big one out there with this. So it's definitely something at a place like that I want to throw, and I'll be, you know, mostly on the kayak you got to kind of let this run behind you, let the line out, and then I will then just drag it for a little bit and then reel it in, and then just repeat that process. And it's fine if you want to troll it that way, but you'll also get better action reeling it in, you know, that way also. So I like to get a little bit of both out there when I'm fishing it on a kayak, that style. So, you know, cover some ground, just kind of pick a distance if you know the layout, you know, and then that'll let you know how far you want to actually troll it, and then to stop and reel it in, you know, or a certain point. So the more that I'm out there at that lake, I'll get used to where to use this and which points to, you know, drop it on. All right, so that's it for this. Thanks for checking this out, guys. Try and get out on the water as soon as I can. I'm going to be busy here in February. Got some overtime lined up to help pay for the adventures, this sort of stuff like that, obviously. And, you know, and then we primed up for the spawn. Hopefully get some good videos out there on the kayak. Hopefully get up to Roosevelt, fish out there. And then, you know, I'm going to do possibly top water video next week. If I don't make it out, I'll try and do that where I go over a lot of my poppers. Got a wide variety I can show you guys. And that's the main thing I throw out here in Arizona. So just kind of go over that, the plus and minuses to certain ones. Maybe if you're looking to pick up a couple, it'll help you narrow down what to spend money on. So if you're interested in that, let me know. Otherwise, I'll check you out next time. Peace.